the clouds part, my Dodda is on the move. Her locks flap in the wind. She hides the flaps on her skin. She always finds a way to burrow inside herself and position her limbs in the shadows of the sun. She runs faster each time reality catches up. When India rises from its trout-lipped slumber, her basket is already filled with buds. Jasmine sugarcoats her already strained smile. She'll have to fix that by noon, and prepares to string itself to garlands. Dodda works its milky color to a lather, rubbing until a bumpy rose envelops her brown. Not cream. She'll try again tomorrow. At 11, she bustles down flights of stairs, kneading dough until the salt that drips from her face is enough seasoning, until the blood that washes over henna-hitted hands flavors the dough with sindoor. So she sweets some across her forehead and prays, clasps her hands together, asks for a new face. At 12, she dons 4 tins of lunch and a crimson sari to wash out the weakness. Her feet are quick. Her husband's are quicker. When he's through, her wavering teeth, more ocean than stronghold, attack their own hands over and over and recrudescent waves over and 3 p.m. And she teeters spoons on her palms to prepare for the weight of the world on her shoulders. Her niece, who once painted the solar system on the back of her eyelids, lost her planets on Earth. The ones who aren't pretty have to be smart. Dodda can't marry them off right away. Her daughter-in-law is growing grayer and frailer by the day. Men like a little meat on the bones. More cooking for Dodda. And her daughter, who lives miles and miles away, runs at the same time as her every morning to connect to the life she once knew, shuffling down gated neighborhoods and Adidas, while Dodda turns around to watch for hungry eyes in sandals that peel at the heels. The nightjar sings in tune with the landline. Quiet, subliminal darkness unfolds the cloak of nighttime. 13,000 miles away, we are greeting the sun. My sister and I prattle on and on about carnivals and tank tops, about new dreams, goals, ideas, opportunities. Dodda, when are you going to come see us in America? Soon, Bangaru, soon. And she tucks herself in with a blanket that steams like rice and wishes her dreams into our realities. My poem, Dodda in a Day, the kind of inspiration behind it was, of course, my grandmother, because Dodda means grandmother in my language. And it was a poem that I took a while to write. It was something that I've wanted to draft for a while, seeing the realities of the situation in India and the social atmosphere there versus here, where we've led much more privileged of lives. And I kind of just wanted to write about the differences between my culture there, part of my life, and the other part of my life here. Why poetry? Why not poetry? I feel like I've listened to poetry since I was little. I've really been writing since I was 6, writing songs in particular, and I felt like that was a natural transition over to poetry. And being introduced to that early on, it was almost as if poetry was meant for me. Writing was the path that was meant for me. Every single time something happens to me, I want to write it down. I want to draft it in some way. That's the best way I know how to communicate, and that's the way I also show love to other people. And I have so much that I want to say, and I've always had so much I want to say. Poetry is something, and writing is something that people are going to listen to regardless of who the author is, because they connect with the work.